Wagwan people. So as we telling you, on a weekly basis, I'm gonna be discussing what goes on stage, because on stage I staple themselves in dancehall and in reggae. You know what I mean? And this week people was Bounty Killer, Kybaka Pyramid, and Chozenn. You know what I mean? And Bounty Killer went on a tour, and his tour was very successful, and he also donated $750,000 out of paint to his, as he called it, his birthplace. And he did, this is within 3 months period, because this is his second donation in 3 months. And I have to commend Bounty Killer. I have the interview that he did with Winfred Williams, and watch it and we come back.
Fresh from his European tour, the warlord Bounty Killer makes another significant donation to charity.
It's just a little thing of the things that we want to do.
The second such donation in just 3 months.
Them are my little angel them.
To the institution where the DJ made his entry to the world.
Any good thing is a good deed.
The Kingston Jubilee Hospital.
I said I would be continuing.
Yes.
It was just the partnership was really starting, but you know, these places need a lot of support.
Yes.
So it's not a one-off thing, it's just a continuation. And as I said, whenever we get a little thing and we can't break it, we break it.
Yeah. It seems to me that his son is out and about, big and large. How would you feel about all of what you're doing?
Well, you know my mom, you know she like the goodness and continuation of good growth and good upliftment. Yes. Mama is smiling anyway she's now.
On this occasion, the warlord not only gives material support valued at over $700,000, he also throws in service as a painter on the institution's Labor Day project.
This is something that I wanted to do a long time with Chakapo, the Labor Day project at Jubilee Hospital.
Yes, a very good day, Labor Day, you know. Both KPH and Victoria Jubilee are benefiting from the donations of Bounty Killer.
I must commend you on your painting.
No, I have a little idea about painting. You know, we used to paint wall, man. You know, when you're stuck in I get we used to chop bush with mixed concrete to paint wall. Yeah. We're doing a little thing as a little suffering youth for get a breath. So it's something like I do a little painting.
And speaking of bread, the tour of Europe is very successful, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a successful one.
When comparing this one with previous tours you've done, how do you see this one?
It's similar still, because you know it's nearly 30 years since I'm on the scene, so I got good fan base all over the world. Anywhere dancehall and reggae is known, I'm one of them column in there. So I have a lot of fans in Europe, and then I haven't been there in a while. As I should go there sometime like 2 years ago, and the tour never happened, so there was a lot of disappointment. And then sure, I'm not traveling to the US. People wondering if I can't travel to Europe also.
Yes.
So there was a little misunderstanding. So I just went there and do a 2-week tour to make them see, say, I'm still interested to come to Europe and I'm okay to travel to Europe. And just refresh the fans. As I see, it was a short run. It wasn't a big thing. It was just reassuring them that I'm good with Europe and I love my fans in Europe and I want to support them and I want to perform for them. So it's a reminder to the world.
But based on Banky's videos, it appears you were having a ball. You're having a party.
Yeah, but you know, I enjoy doing what I do. It's not any fake thing like just want to be a star or want to make a money. I love music and I enjoy performing and I love to edify and inform and entertain. And those people, they can't have enough. I do 1 hour and 25 minutes and they still out there wanting more.
Wow.
Yeah, some of the show we go even nearly 2 hours and they just never have enough.
They don't want to.
And you don't have to choose song, you don't sing song. Yes. You don't have to pick out no song, you just sing song.
So how do you follow up on this? Aren't they calling you back? What's going to happen next?
Well, I'm just going to go and do the work again.
Next year?
Yeah, I'm going to try to go every year now because that long hiatus that I always have, like 3-4 years apart from the places, it's not the best thing to do, especially when you're not putting out albums as fast as you used to do. So staying in the people's face, it's good. So I think I'm going to try to do every year or even the summer, do the summer shows if we don't do tour. But we should be present in Europe.
The Lord is calling you, says REALMACOY.
The Lord is calling me, the Lord always calls me. I'm the one who said the Lord. Yeah, but it's a good thing to get called for the Lord.
Yeah, so are you answering? Because some are asking, you're still about to make the step. And I understand there's a song in the making, a gospel song.
No, but I have gospel song. I just sing one for you, the Lord is my salvation.
Okay.
Yeah, but we did that song, the song that Marshall told you about. We actually did it since I came back.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just enforcing God in these youths,
yes,
reassuring and reminding the nation that you always have to have God in your heart. And tell you, everybody have brag about all the money, enough of them kill and them gun, and we have brag about our God bad and powerful and him are the mighty one. Me not gonna start about my money and me carry my girl. Right now we in a mood of reinstating God in the dance hall.
Okay.
Make a man know say we are swag with God, you know. God had the swag right now. If no God no in a year thing, you're not swag. So it's just that me I do, and then it may seem like it's a special call, but we always get called from God. Every time we do things like even this God coming out with heart. We don't have more than a body, but we just have more joy if we see other people joyful. Because some people are right being themselves are happy, but them not care about the happiness around, and happiness is something we have to spread. And them say to EU, much is given, much is expected of. So I don't want to have too much. I want to give some too, because too much no good. Too much and not no good, not even too much wealth. Only too much health I would want, and you can't have too much health. But I don't want too much and nothing. Too much life, would I want that, and you can't have too much life. Too much health, would I want that, and I can't have it. Me don't want too much and nothing else. I just want much to make me happy, and then the rest can share for the rest.
So you're calling on youths to reconnect with Christ, with the church?
Not just youths, Jamaica, we as a nation, the youths, the grown, the whole of folks, all of us. Yes. This is what messing up Jamaica. We don't have that love of godliness in our way. That's why we're quick to fight and tear down each other.
Yes.
And then that just destroy the whole, the one love something where we come up with, that one love, each one teach one, get to you, leave the door open for the next one, we know in that again. We want to tear down each other. Even in the music industry, the fans them have a thing, them would quick to make an artist feud with the next artist, and they wouldn't quick to boost our collaboration. Because it's like politics. Like we hate each other. Me and Beanie have a rivalry. We never have politics.
Yes.
We could be in one space. And we could stand and talk to Winford and the same interview.
Yes.
Not on the next shoot we are talking about the two, we come sit and talk, and we're not the best of friends, and we are rival, but we're not enemies.
Of course.
Nowadays it's like enemy thing. The love of Jamaican people, we are lose it. We don't care about each other again. And I mean we have to be friends like par and talk, but the next Jamaican over there was show care, show respect.
So people, as you can see, Bounty Killer has continuously been donating to the hospital from his charity. And I have to once again big up Bounty Killer for doing this, because Bounty Killer has always been this type of person. That's why I've always rated Bounty Killer, because once it's good deeds to be done, he's gonna do it. You know what I mean? And listening to his interview that he's done with Winfred Williams, I'm gonna grade his interview a 10. And this is one of Bounty Killer's best interview I've heard so far. He's shown so much growth since the pass of his mother. You know what I mean? And I have to say big up to Bounty Killer. You know what I mean? And I even rate him to a higher notch without a patch. You know what I mean? Because the growth that he showed mentally and physically and really doing these things, I have to commend him. You know what I mean? Because the way he speaks and just the way he articulates himself now, it's a lot of growth. And for all who know Bounty Killer, he had a bad reputation when it comes to dancehall music, and just they used to paint him in a negative light, like he was unapproachable. And for him to just show the public like, no, that was just the wrong persona they were painting of me. I have to commend him, because this is a remarkable change to the media, because it's been a long road for Bounty Killer, and I have to commend him. And I know his mother is so proud of him, because as a fan, I'm proud of Bounty Killer for really doing this. You know what I mean? And that's why so many youths rate him. You know what I mean? I have to say big up to Bounty Killer and big up to Winfred for really going there and broadcasting this to the public. You know what I mean? The other person that Winfred Williams interviewed people was Chozenn. And Chozenn is a gospel upcoming artist, where he took a song that's a dancehall song where it's very explicit. It's from Dovey Magnum, and the song was a sexual explicit song, and he changed it and he flips it in his own way. And Christians, they're bashing him and saying he's dabbling in sin. So Winfred Williams' interview, let's watch
How
it.
does a gospel artist justify changing a few words of Duffy Magnum's sexually explicit song, Ball Out, and now calls it a gospel track? The artist is Chozenn, who is now on our set to answer. Sir, Chozenn.
I greet you with the love of Jesus Christ.
And I accept, sir.
Bless you.
Welcome. Good to have you.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
It's a childhood dream. Honestly, it's a pleasure.
To be on this stage?
With you.
With Winfred Williams?
Yes. I look at you from Frankfield, Clarendon country, man.
Really?
This is dreams, man. This is just God. God is just blowing my mind right now.
Well, you know, I'm flattered by it, but I don't know, man. How do you justify this record?
Yes, what you have to understand, first and foremost, Winfred, Christ was a radical man. So, if you are a man of God, you can't just be surface Christian. Winfred, I'm not an escapist. I strongly oppose escapism. We have to face the harsh reality. Social media has poisoned the mind of our youth. Drugs, guns, sex, it's even at the church.
So, but David's song is a sexually explicit one.
Yes, it is.
Which we would think that a Christian would be listening to.
Christians are humans.
So you listen to any kind of records?
Listen, we can't help what we hear at times. But what I have to say...
Clarify it for me. Did you go looking for Dovey's song?
I didn't have to go. It found me.
It found you?
It found me naturally. Because the harsh reality is in our buses, taxis, and sadly in our homes.
Okay, sadly.
The Lord deposited this song, poof, like a breadfruit in my spirit. It just dropped, poof. Then the Spirit of the Lord convicted me and said, remember you were in the world. Remember you were on Magnum Kings and Queens of Dancehall. That was your college. Now you're a graduate. I want you to go back and impact the culture. With my message, we have to tap into the culture and invade the culture with the word of God. We are now in an era where bad is now the new good. And the good is now being wronged.
Okay.
So this is just saying to the young people, anything bad can become good.
You take a song that is speaking to sexuality, bedroom sexual action, and the melody and the rhythm are the same, and you put your own words to it, and you think you would change sinners to follow Christ when they listen to it?
Listen, we hear the bad every day.
Yes.
Where's the good?
The secular receivers of the song.
I understand you.
Wouldn't they be reminded by your song?
Let me say this to you. I see where you're going.
That flesh thing that you talk about.
Watch this.
Because of the melody and the rhythm.
Respectfully, this song is an antidote. It's a personal thing. You just need to renew your mind. Because guess what? You now have the option. You see, this song, the agenda that God is using me to do to invade the culture. Wait till you hear the alkaline one. Pick on the side. Listen, God, yesterday you them will listen to the alkaline, the vibes, cartel, the Tommy Lee, and me. Response for them. I'm going to be that option. You hear the bad, but the good. We need to stop the surface Christians. We run from warfare.
So you are prepared.
Ready.
To go on every rhythm that
anointed and appointed, ready. I go and beat them with the word of God.
Oh.
Ready.
Wow.
I was over there, you know.
Yes.
In 2015, I did a song, say, a scripture me a fling, hold them here. The biggest song in dancehall now is a shoulder me a fling, hold them there. Oh, the church now defend me?
Yes.
It sound close. I have another song, say, let that belt. Then me have another secular artist, say, a belt buckle, I beat them with. So listen, they have been using the gospel for years.
So you say they're
so watch this now. So the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Me I go take back some of them songs and clean it up and give to the people.
All right, so we're talking enough. Let's give those who haven't heard the song yet.
Bless you.
A little piece of it, right?
Ignore what you're feeling. Your purpose can reveal it. Don't stop. Push on. Me show love cause I got it in me. Words of wisdom bust in me. Lead me and lead greatness in me. No lack God provide for me. Oh, you want so good. You shame the devil and know you're good. Make you roll it. Jesus, make you roll it. You name me a baller. Make you love me a big call. Sweet Holy Spirit was so good to me. King Jesus love me a baller.
Jesus name me a ball out. Watch out, sinners. This is an artist.
Radical ministry.
Radical ministry.
A young man that's on fire for the king.
You're blazing right now.
No, stop. Watch me.
And the young people around you?
Hey, I've been on countless amount of school tours. Go on YouTube now. Check out the IG page and see the impact, the cultural invasion, the unashamed impact what
So
the Lord is using
you're
me
going
to
after
do.
the wrongdoers in dancehall. Those who are,
No, I love, you know.
yes?
I'm not against people, I'm against sin.
Some of your background for us. You
Well,
did Magnum.
In terms of, I don't want to go deep, but I'm an event planner. I'm behind a lot of these events in this country. You know, but for client confidentiality, a lot of people bring their ideas to me. I'm a marketer, a holistic marketer. So people bring their ideas to me, I wash them off, present it back to them. That's how I pay my bills. Ministry don't pay my bills. This is my purpose. And this song is not for sale. This song is for the people.
It's free.
Free.
So your music is always free?
No, because even I released an album in October. For instance, Winsford, you have to be real. If I spend $500,000 on an album, we want to make back the operation cost.
Yeah.
So if you want to sow into the ministry and buy a CD, I'm grateful. But it's not the core. The core is not to say grab income, because the Lord bless us in many other ways. For disobedience and this, and it better than the sacrifice. So obedient here, and He bless you another way.
All right, so you're from Clarendon. Where in Clarendon?
Frankfield, a place named Andrew Hill.
Okay. Are you still there?
No,
Based there?
no, the Lord put me on the hill. You know, I stay in contact with my roots because recently, Edwin Allen High School, that's my alma mater, and I did a massive After Champs Family Fun Day for my school. The agenda is to raise money to build a stand, and we're going to build that stand for Edwin Allen because while Edwin Allen triumphs on the track, Ivona Davis, you saw what she did at Champs? So I started an After Champs initiative in Clarendon. Ding Dong come down there and the kids them love him. We have to be real. The kids them love him, and I had the ministry aspect to it. Make the youth them know say the gospel sweet and a sugar.
Sweet indeed, my friend.
Heart of love.
So good to
Bless
have
you.
you on our stage. By the way, Bounty Killer is supporting yourself.
Wow.
He says it's a great idea. I should have told
Bless you.
Yes,
Wow.
he says.
Big up the general.
The general says a good
And
idea.
look at that. I have so much love for the Rasta community. We are in trouble.
I'm going to bring you back. Come talk to us, because
Love you.
your approach is very different and unique. We need something.
So people, as you can see, his approach is kind of different, and I don't know. I'm not going to be judgmental because, as the Bible says, out of evil come forth good. You know what I mean? So if he can flip a song and use the melody and make it into a positive thing, people, I have the best reply to this because Bounty Killer has my reply to this.
You take a song, Dovey Magnum song, and change a few. It's a sexually explicit song,
And when do we?
and him change a few lyrics. And using the same melody and rhythm for a gospel song.
Exactly, but nothing is wrong with that because he's putting it in the right perspective.
Yeah.
Because if this melody is so infectious, if we could put the real words of gospel in it, nothing wrong with it. Enough time we take gospel song, y'all let me ride my nature, and split it over so we make hardcore song. So we're wrong if a gospel artist take a hardcore song and flip it to a gospel song. It's like taking a bad thing, making a good thing, making good out of a bad situation. So I would give that kudos. And then now some Christian would are scared to even listen those words to can flip it. But what is wrong with listening? Or if you don't listen, you don't learn. It don't mean if you listen it, you're influenced by it. And most of them listen Bounty to. Only through them up the hypocrite style. They wouldn't want nobody to know. But through that Christian done that song, or them know say, that person listen this type of music. And if you don't listen it, you're not going to know if it have the word of gospel in it. Okay. So you have to listen everything, and then you have to choose what you want to use. So I would give that gospel artist a 10.
So as you can see, I think that's the perfect reply Bounty Killer have ever said. You know what I mean? Because why not take something bad and turn it good? What's so wrong with that? That's why it's like people are so judgmental about people doing the good things these days. It's like they glorifying the bad and pushing aside the good. That's the same thing this guy is saying. His approach is different, but he's still trying to attack sin nonetheless. You know what I mean? And I have to commend Chozenn also. And I am giving him a 10 out of 10. And not because Bounty Killer said so, but it makes sense. Logical sense. You know what I mean? And I have to big up to Frankfield and all of Clarendon. So, and Kybaka Pyramid is the other entertainer that Winfred Williams interview people. So we're going to watch this and we come back.
Pyramid's long-awaited Contraband is just hitting shelves,
Them system is a strain and a mess.
but is already causing quite a stir in the global reggae dancehall space.
Be like me can't breathe, in a this a suffocation.
The Lyrical Pyramid is here to not only chat the project, but to perform live tracks from it.
You got me caught up in the moment.
Kybaka Pyramid, right now, right here on our stage. Mr. Contraband, sir.
Blessed Lord. Blessed Lord.
Another one of your monikers now, boss.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
With the accurate, yeah, you have the contraband.
Congrats on this album.
Give thanks.
It's quite an album. I got a chance to listen.
Yes.
I appreciate you inviting us to get a pre-vibe, and it was very, very well received. I saw, and I personally like so much of it. Yeah, so we're saying, you know, that there is quite a star out there already. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, man, a nice little buzz, you know, especially with the latest song, the title track, Contraband featuring Junior Gang. You know, it'll go on good in the streets and radio.
It's a hit already, isn't it? I would consider, I mean...
Well, the people have to declare it, you know. I'm not going to come and say it.
Well, I am calling that song, Contraband, a hit.
All right.
And this is the dance for it. Contraband. This is the dance, okay?
Well, that's a Wakanda thing, right?
Okay, so why did it take you so long to do this album?
Well, right now, we never want to do the album until we feel like the platform was ready.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And when Damien linked me and say, oh, when we did Well Done, like 2014, and he say, oh, he would have loved to produce an album for me. Like from them time, I would feel confident for now, so we're going to have the resources and the energy for do it the right way.
Okay.
Enough people put out album and it's like them don't make no mark, them don't leave no impact. So me never want to be one of them artists there. So I know so when my album ready, you know, it got left an impact and I got tour it and success, you know.
Wow, so what's on it?
Yeah, it's a wide variety of music. I mean, we've been releasing some songs, so obviously Well Done is on it, because that kind of kickstart the whole thing. And then Can't Breathe we released last year, you know, and Borders we released this year, which featuring Stone Boy out of Ghana. And then Caught Up is a song for the ladies we released in a March as well. And then, you know, you have Contraband featuring Gang. We have songs featuring Chronix, Protege, Pressure Bus Pipe, Akon, you know what I mean, and a sister called Natalie Rise from out of Australia as well. So
And
those are the collabs, yeah.
Who are some of the other producers?
So other than Damien, who produced about 5 of the tracks, I produced one myself, Protege produced one, Chronix and Teflon produced one, Natural High produced one, and a couple European producers, Damalistic produced the one with Akon, Irie Vibration produced I'm Just a Man, and Genius produced 3 songs for me, Meaning of Life, Can't Breathe, and Caught Up.
Could you call one of them your favorite? One of these songs?
Probably Meaning of Life still. Between Meaning of Life, I have another one named Lyrics Dating, where we just kind of go hard with lyrics.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, you remember that one?
Yeah. That was a lyrics fest, so to speak.
Yeah. That's just me. That is just, when people hear that, them feel like it's just Kybaka and I'm natural habitat. But only for big song, you know, like people love the one with Gang, of course, and the one with Chronix, I get enough reaction when people hear it and things. So it's just a joy.
Will listeners know more about you from listening to this album?
Yeah, definitely. There's 1 and 2 personal songs. I'm Just a Man kind of go personal. Meaning of Life kind of show some of the insight to the way I think about life itself. And, you know, yeah, we have some different kind of expression, you know.
And how do you plan? How will you market this album?
Yeah, well, I mean, right now, you know, it's all about putting out the music, videos, and touring, you know, selling merchandise, all of them things. I just launched my website recently, kybakapmusic.com, so people can buy the album, them can buy the shirts and the bracelet, them, you know, I mean, the custom Kybaka Pyramid merch, and get tickets for all the shows. You know, we're definitely touring US, June to July, and in Europe, July to August. You know?
How would you describe your space? How do you fit into the global dancehall reggae space, Kybaka? And not just you, but also this album.
Well, right now, me is the lyricist.
Yes.
On the conscious side of things.
Yes.
You know, say Kybaka music clean. You can make your children them listen it and they're not going to hear nothing derogatory. You know what I mean? But it's lyrical. So that's my space. Within, you know, it have that hip-hop flavor, it have that dancehall flavor, as well as roots reggae, you know?
Yeah, but I see as a poet,
yeah,
a man who's used words in amazing ways to tell stories, to stimulate minds, to provoke thoughts and so on.
Sure.
The album is what, in the scheme of things? What will it do? How will it change what's there? What impact will it have on the realities out there in our world?
Well, the whole thing is thought-provoking. I feel like the world right now is like humanity. We're at a stage where we're like teenagers, where we just try to explore everything. And it's like everybody want, you know, broke out from all the rules that their parents did give them, and everybody want to try, you know, be free and experiment with all kind of thing. And it's like my music now is like that moral compass for show you where the foundation is to stay balanced with nature and how nature intend things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we are look for shift up the way how the world have an unbalanced thing in terms of poor and rich and all them things. So my music a break down why that actually happened so that people can start to make the change mentally, start the revolution from the mind. That's why we say contraband. It's like, we feel like contraband is something where the powers that be don't want the people to have. And it's so we pre the music. Because them know say the music revolutionary. Them know say it have to open the minds of the people. So it's like we are push that contraband. You know?
And you, yeah, let's talk about contraband. Because it got me the first time, Reggie. And I'm happy that I'm a simple guy who would just listen to music, and if it gets me, I give it.
Natural.
And I think that most
no
people...
bias thing.
It seems like most people... It seems like most people are on my page where that's concerned. We're not technical about music. We listen, and something gets us, and we respond to it positively. So it's... But this... What is it saying? Because I interpret... what is it saying?
You the contraband song.
Contraband, the song, yes.
I mean, we are talking about, I play upon the word contraband, but at the end of the day, when you listen to the end of the song, like you are talking about herb, we are talking about, you know, police. Yes. You know what I mean? I look for arrest the youth them for herb and all them things. But at the same time, when you listen to the end of the song, by the time the little lawyer part come in, you realize it's the music of the contraband. Yes. You know what I mean? So when people see the video, them are going to get for really understand what the whole meds behind the song is. But it's a humorous song at the same time.
Oh, yes, it is.
But just like Well Done on my music, you always have a little humorous side to it, you know?
It is a feel-good song.
Yeah.
And no one will go wrong with a feel-good
song.
So people, as you can see, Kybaka Pyramid is an interesting figure. You know what I mean? He's so interesting where if you listen to his lyrics, it's very perplexing. And his lyrics are not only perplexing, but they're informative and intuitive. He's a good artist, and I've listened to his song and I still didn't listen to his album, but I've been listening to him and I've been know that he's a good artist, and these lyrics that he's spitting, they are lyrics that he's proven himself to be a lyricist. You know what I mean? Because even the lyrics where the man a chat and say, boy.
Many can't spell, but that them a buyanda. You can't tell the man different from woman. Yeah, the people them a swell. The food that give we cancer. Look how long we a tell them how the benefits of ganja. Them not like the smell, so we no get no sponsor. Rum and cigarette company, them running rampant. No money no flow. The ghetto gets so stagnant. You have it strong like Junior Gang Flagman.
You have it strong like Junior Gang Flagman. People, listen to that small rhyme there. When the man say, when he said that you got a strong like Junior Gang Flagman. People, everybody, if all of you don't know who is a flag, all of you don't know a flagman. Flagman, anytime a Capleton flagman, when Capleton flagman have the flag, you know, and the back and forth with, you know, people, you have to come out of the way. You have to come out of the way because the flagman they're really strong, and for him to take that rhyme and drop it right where the hook is, I think that's very creative, and that's very, it's a good song. You know what I mean? And the way I like the song, and his lyrics is perplexing. And I like how he coordinates his lyrics because he dropped that hook right where it should be. You know what I mean? And it's a pun. So that's why I know he said he's a lyricist, and he proven himself. It's a simple lyrics when he talk about Junior Gang Flagman, you got a strong like this flagman. But it's so realistic and it's funny. You know what I mean? And that's a good rhyming scheme. And if artists don't have rhyming scheme, they're not a real lyricist. And this is a good rhyming scheme that Kybaka Pyramid did. And I love it. You know what I mean? And I see why Winfred Williams is so intrigued by his album. Because what he's saying is so informative, yet is in a humorous way, yet is so intense. You know what I mean? But as I was saying on a serious note, it's a good song. You know what I mean? But the pun is so cleverly done. Because people, as we say, when a flagman a swing a flag, you have to get out of the way. That come like one Tai Chi sword. You see me? I say, so it's a good pun. I like it. You know what I mean? Big up to Kybaka Pyramid. And big up to Winfred. Big up to Bounty Killer General. Big up to Chozenn, Clarendon, local and foreign dan. Peace. I'm out.
Okay.
Them system is a strain and a mess. Me feel it like a pain in my chest. The people need a rest. I feel like me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me can't breathe. When the youths can't write and can't read, many can't spell, but that them a buyanda. You can't tell the man different from woman. Yeah, the people them as well. The food that give we cancer. Look how long we a tell them about the benefits of ganja. Them not like the smell, so we not get no sponsor. Rum and cigarette company, them running rampant. No money no flow. The ghetto get so stagnant. You have it strong like junior gang flag man. Me say me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me feel claustrophobic. Up in a system where no economic growth is. Me say me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me can't breathe. When the youths can't write and can't read. In the depths of this mental pollution, them want we take a dive. Living in destitution, but still we are survive. In spite of persecution, we humble as a child. Because this revolution is of a different kind. We have a different mind, agree some different signs. Living in a different time, I can feel the frequencies changing around me. It's like the anxiety a drown me. Me say me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me feel claustrophobic. Up in a system where no economic growth is. Me say me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me can't breathe. When the youths can't write and can't read. A long time the Rasta man a want them follow the bloody meat and go take it to the farm them. Now I just disease them a put in a the can and the damn soya bean. Tumor start farm and the youth them at the future, yet the police a remand them. Tell Queen Elizabeth give we what we demand, a repatriation chance to the motherland. Yes we gone then, we know our resort we go harm them, cause we can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me feel claustrophobic. Up in a system where no economic growth is. Me say me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me can't breathe. When the youths can't write and can't read. Whoa, no, no, no. Skibbly bang, the Rasta man is chanting now. Aye, deny a bingy of his sound. Babylon is burning down, yeah. A King Selassie, I wear the crown. Whoa, no, no, no. Feel like me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me feel claustrophobic. Up in a system where no economic growth is. Me say me can't breathe. In a this a suffocation. The people living in a sufferation. Me can't breathe. Me can't breathe. When the youth can't write and can't read.